The story starts with three rich men getting news that their long-lost sister has been found in the city. They immediately leave all work and depart to find her and bring her home. Not far away from them, a married woman named Ning is selling tofu at a roadside stall to support her family and her husband's business. However, as she is busy doing her job, her mother-in-law comes there and says that she doesn't need to come home today. Ning asks the reason, and the evil woman tells her to divorce her son because he no longer needs her. His company just got registered, and now he shouldn't be married to someone who needs to set up a stall on the roadside. The woman says that her son is marrying the daughter of the rich Gu family and tells Ning to take her stinky tofu and get lost from his life. Ning is hurt by this and reminds the woman that she provided funds for her husband's business by selling tofu. The mother-in-law tells her that her son succeeded because of his hard work and refuses to give Ning any credit for that. Ning is furious now, but she says that she will accept the divorce only if her husband has the balls to come and say this to her face. Just then, her husband Zikin comes there with his new girlfriend and divorce papers. This human garbage tells Ning that his mom is right, and he is going to divorce her. He introduces his girlfriend Anna as the only daughter of the prestigious Gu group. Everyone talks down on Ning, and Zikin throws the papers at her, telling her to get lost. Ning is hurt and asks Zikin how he can treat her like this when she set up this stall to support their family. She reminds him of the promises he made to her when they got married, but the unrecyclable trash tells her that he only made those promises because he thought she was rich, because she was wearing fancy clothes. However, she didn't have any money to her name, and he doesn't need to keep his promises to someone like her. His new girlfriend says that her family is super rich, and her three brothers really dote on her. She declares that she will make Zikin reach new heights in the career, and when Ning tries to talk back to her, Zikin pushes her back. Now that everyone is against her, Ning doesn't see any hope. Her mother-in-law tells her to hurry up and sign the papers, almost trying to force her into it. Ning agrees to sign the divorce papers and then throws them at her ex-husband, telling him not to regret this decision later. He replies that there is no reason to regret anything, and he just thinks that it is a good occasion since he's getting rid of her. He pushes her to the ground, and her ex-mother-in-law throws her food. Ning gets up, but then Zikin's sister comes there because she also needs to act like a minor villain. She throws shade on Ning, calling her useless, and then says that her new sister-in-law has promised her to take her to meet the youngest Gu brother, who is an idol. She thinks that after meeting him, she will also become a successful idol, and Ning won't even qualify to become her maid. Well, Ning has had enough of taking it sitting down, but no more. She gets up and tells the girl that she should forget about becoming an idol because her face looks like a pile of horse crap that has been run over by a car. The girl gets furious and throws hands, but Ning pushes her back instead. She reminds her that she has divorced Zikin, which means she is no longer her obedient sister-in-law that will tolerate her actions. The girl gets up to beat Ning when suddenly three really expensive cars stop nearby, and three rich men come out of them. They walk together to Ning's location and stop the girl from hitting her. They ask Ning if she is fine, and as soon as she sees them, color leaves her already pale face. She greets her eldest brother and then tries to run away, but her second brother is there to block her exit. She changes her direction, but her youngest brother has already taken that spot too. Ning is nervous and wonders how her brothers found her, and what are they doing here? The former sister-in-law thinks Ning is some characterless woman who was fooling around with three rich guys behind her brother's back, not even recognizing the idol she was dying to meet. One of Ning's brothers is going to give her a taste of his fist and true gender equality, but Ning stops him. The girl runs away, but not before threatening Ning that she will reveal her dirty secret to Zikin. After she is gone, Ning's brothers corner her. They say that after she eloped from their house with a loser 3 years ago, they have been looking for her. They were lucky that someone from their company spotted her today because otherwise Ning has made no contacts with her family in these 3 years. They tell her that she is going to return home with them right this instant, and Ning is nervous. She tells them that she has gotten comfortable with this ordinary life, so maybe she will return home later. She tries running away, but is unable to give them the slip. The brothers catch her and drag her back home, where she gets comfortable. Her brothers feed and spoil her because they really missed her, and the eldest brother sends their maid to make something for her. As the maid goes to the kitchen, she gets a call from her daughter Anna, who wants her to get the keys to an expensive car so that she can take Zikin on a ride tomorrow. Her mother warns her to stop pretending to be the daughter of the Gu family, because the real daughter is back now, and impersonating her can be dangerous. Anna is stunned to hear this, but she still has no idea that the real daughter of the Gu family is Ning. Next, Zikin takes Anna to meet with her elder brother, who runs the company, so that they can get on good terms and also get some investment for his company. Anna was not anticipating him to be this desperate, and she refused to come along with him. She cooks up an excuse that her brother really hates people who rely on backdoors and referrals and respects those who work hard to achieve their goals. She asks Zikin to go inside on his own and not reveal that he knows her. She says that if he can impress her brother, he won't need her help, and Zikin is convinced. He goes inside alone, much to Anna's relief. Once inside, Zikin eagerly waits for Ye Ting to come and talk about the business proposal he submitted, but instead, Ning comes out to meet him. Zikin is flabbergasted, and then Ning tells him that his project and the proposal have been rejected because his company's products are not up to the standard. She throws away the file, but business is not even Zikin's priority now. He angrily asks Ning how she is here, and then grabs her hand, asking if she seduced another rich man to flaunt her fake wealth. Ning frees herself from his grip and then informs him that right now, she is representing the Gu group, so he should mind his manners while talking to her. Zikin laughs at her, saying that someone who only knows how to sell stinky tofu could never reach such heights. He asks her which man she seduced this time, and Ning tells him that she didn't need to do anything like that. She then insults Zikin, saying that no matter whom she chooses next, it won't be a loser who needs a woman's help to get rich. This pricks Zikin's ego, and he is about to hit Ning when her brother Ye Ting comes there and stops the jerk. Ye Ting tells him that he won't let anyone harm someone close to him, and Zikin immediately changes his tone as he begins talking about the business proposal. Ye Ting tells him that there will be no deal between their companies, because as Ning has already said, Zikin's products are not good enough. They begin walking away, but Zikin is really persistent, and he goes in front of Ye Ting to say that they should help each other out and have a good relationship, because they are soon going to be family. This makes Ye Ting angry, and he immediately calls the security to escort Zikin out with a kick to his butt. The security man throws this loser on the road, where he starts cursing and saying that he can't be treated like this because he is the boyfriend of the CEO's sister. Just then, Anna comes there and asks Zikin what happened. He angrily tells her that her brother Ye Ting kicked him out because Ning seduced him and got him under her control. Anna is shocked to hear this, and then Zikin asks her to talk to her brother about the business proposal. She tells him that she will surely talk to him later, but right now they need to get back home. Later, Anna goes to the house of the Gu family where she meets Ning. She is shocked to see that Ning has reached the home of Ye Ting too, and asks what the hell she is doing here. She blames her for taking the business forcefully away from Zikin to get her revenge, and then asks who the hell she thinks she is. Just then, Anna's mom comes there, and Anna asks her to kick Ning out of the house. Her mother goes to her side and tells her to stop, but Anna is adamant and orders her to do as the daughter of the Gu family says. The maid is embarrassed and stays silent, so Ning and Anna begin hurling insults at each other again. Anna attacks Ning, but Ning knows judo, so she easily throws her to the side. The maid goes to help her daughter, and Ning tells her not to be arrogant in front of her. The enraged Anna tries to attack Ning again, but this time, her mother holds her back. Just then, Ye Ting comes there and asks what is going on. Ning clings to him as she says that his sister seems to hate her, and then whispers to him that Anna is pretending to be the daughter of the Gu family. Since she has not figured out the truth yet, Ning asks her brother to play along so that they can teach her a lesson later. The maid tries to apologize and tells Ye Ting that it is a misunderstanding, and he says that he forgives whatever is going on here. He tells Ning that he has brought some gifts for her, and they should go to check them out. Anna is pissed on being sidelined, but she thinks that Ye Ting did not get angry because he still values her. After all, she lived in the house for 2 years. Her mother tells her to stop pretending to be the Gu family's daughter and asks her not to make Ning her enemy. She still doesn't reveal that Ning is the real daughter of the Gu family, and the unaware Anna gets angry at her mother. She says that she is ambitious and will do whatever it takes to become successful so that she doesn't have to waste her life being a maid. She even threatens her mother that if she exposes her plan to the Gu family, she will reveal her address to the father who gambled away all their money and hit her every day. Inside the house, Ye Ting explains to Ning that after she ran away, the daughter of their head maid came to stay with them. Since the maid had served them for a long time, they welcomed her daughter and treated her nicely. But now that she is trying to steal Ning's identity, they won't forgive her. Ye Ting says that soon, they will hold a party to announce the return of the Gu family's daughter, and in that event, they will teach Anna the lesson she desperately needs. On the other hand, Anna goes back to Zikin's home where she rants about the treatment she got at the Gu family's mansion. She complains to Zikin that Ning hit her, and her brother just watched and did nothing. He even took Ning's side over. The entire greedy family is angry at this, and Zikin's mother says that maybe Ning seduced Ye Ting. She says that she must have been doing this even when she was married to her son. because she could not get the money to support his business by just selling tofu. Zikin gets angry at this, when suddenly he gets a notification that the Gu family is throwing a grand banquet to welcome back the sole daughter of their family. Anna is shocked to hear this, and when others demand an explanation, she says that it must be her brother's way of apologizing to her for his actions today. Everyone believes her, and they are really excited to attend the party where rich and powerful people will be present. They tell Anna to make arrangements for them, and she tries to convince them that if they come along, it won't be good. They begin demanding even more intensely, and ask her what will go wrong if they come to the party that is being thrown for their new daughter-in-law. Zikin's sister asks Anna if she is lying about something, and to cover her tracks, she immediately agrees to take them to the party, even though she is not invited herself. Later, Anna goes to her mom and confronts her about not helping her earlier. She asks if she doesn't want to help her own daughter, and her mom says that she is just a servant and doesn't have the power to do much for her. Anna says that she is just making excuses because she doesn't want to take any risks. She says that she was unlucky to be born as the daughter of a loser and goes away. Ning hears everything and decides to teach this ungrateful wench a lesson. As Anna is leaving the house, she hears the three Gu brothers talking behind closed doors. She immediately begins snooping on them, and they talk about how their sister didn't even return home. They don't even care about her, because they are just throwing this party to invite rich people and strengthen their relationship with them. Anna is happy to hear this because she thinks that the real daughter won't be at the party, so her lie won't be exposed. But this was actually Ning's plan, who was present in the room with her brothers. They ask her how their acting was, and Ning just gives them a thumbs up. After that, her brothers suddenly start fighting amongst each other for Ning's attention. The second and third brothers say that Ye Ting always gets to keep Ning by his side, so they should take her along to their workplace tomorrow. When they can't win against others, they turn to Ning to make the decision, and she points at all of them before telling them that she chooses sleeping at home instead of indulging any of them. Soon, the night of the party comes, and Anna brings Zikin and his family to the location. The party is being thrown in the only 7-star hotel in the city, and the greedy family is flattered that Anna brought them here. Anna confidently lies that she is the only daughter of the Gu family, so her brothers love her very much. However, she uses this chance to make sure that Zikin and his family don't go out of line. She tells them not to be too flashy or flamboyant, and to not associate themselves too much with the Gu family, because her brothers don't like that kind of thing. Instead, she tells them to meet rich and successful people to create connections and ask for business deals. Everyone is happy with this. But then Ning comes there, shocking them all. She asks the family of losers who even invited them here, and the furious Zikin grabs her, asking why she is here. He accuses her of being a characterless woman, and when Ning talks back, he gets ready to punch her. However, she points at the cameras all around and tells him to beware of what he does. Zikin leaves her, but his mom pushes Ning, saying she is not afraid of some cameras. She says that this is the most expensive hotel in the city, and someone who only sells stinky tofu can't get here even if she works all her life. She insults Ning, saying that maybe she sold her body to get here. Everyone makes fun of her, but Ning just smiles as she says that she is more qualified to be here than all of them combined. She says that they should not talk like this to others when they are here uninvited. Zikin replies that this party is for welcoming Anna, and they have every right to be here. Just then, Ning's 3 brothers come there, and Zikin's family is really happy to see them. Ye Ting tells them that they are being too noisy, and Zikin immediately asks him if he remembers him. Ye Ting replies to him by hitting him with the good old ballbuster 9000 so that losers like him don't reproduce. Zikin falls to the ground, and his mother goes to support him as she asks Ye Ting why the hell he did this to her son. He replies that this is his sister's party, so he doesn't want any disturbances. Anna remains silent through this entire interaction, and then Ye Ting tells Ning that they should go and get ready for the party. They link arms as they head inside, shocking the greedy family. Zikin's sister asks Anna why her brothers did not even look at her while they took Ning inside, and she lies that they smiled at her when others were not looking. She also reminds them that her brothers like to keep a low profile. Soon the party starts, and Ye Ting makes a toast to their guests before telling everyone to enjoy themselves. The guest begins talking about how Ye Ting is not even the real son of the Gu family. He is an adopted child, but he was raised as the heir, and the other brothers didn't object when he was given the company. On the other side, Zikin spots the men who are really big businessmen and tells his mother that if he succeeds in getting a deal with them, they will be set for life. His mother is really excited about this opportunity and tells him to go and talk to them. Zikin goes to the 2 men and gives out his cards, but they remark that they have never heard his company's name. Zykin tells them that it is a new company, but it will definitely be successful because he is soon going to become the brother-in-law to the Gu family. He points out to Anna saying she is the daughter of the Gu family, and the two guys believe him because they have never seen Ning before either. They accept his card gladly and begin talking about their businesses. Meanwhile, Anna and Zykin's sister wonder what is Ning doing so close to Yeting. The three brothers leave to attend to some other business, and Ning is left behind alone. Seeing this as an opportunity, Anna walks up to Ning and throws wine on her dress, not even pretending that it was an accident. She says that she needs no reason to throw things at someone who stinks of rotten tofu, and then takes out some money from her purse and throws it at Ning, telling her to get a new dress using this. Zykin and the rest of the family notice this, and they immediately go to back this nasty woman. Ning tells Anna that she can't pay for her dress because it is worth 2 million, but that is not a big deal for her. She throws the money back at Anna's face, who becomes furious. She tells Ning to stop lying because her dress looks cheap just like her, and she can get it for under $50 from any thrift store. She begins tugging on the dress, but Ning pushes her hand away and then tries to slap her, but Zykin comes there and stops her. He then pushes Ning's hand to the glasses on the table and tells her not to touch the daughter of the Gu family. Everyone's attention goes towards the drama, and Ning decides to slap Zykin as well, but he stops her hand easily. His mother tells Ning that she looks ugly even in expensive clothes, but maybe that is because this woman is just blind. Anna then pours a drink on her dress again, but Ning keeps smiling at her as she sees her brothers returning. Anna is shocked to see them, but Zykin begins acting like her lawyer, telling the brothers that Ning touched their sister. However, he is shocked to see Yeting putting his coat around Ning instead. He tells the guards to throw Zykin out, and when his family tries to step in, saying that the girl who is seducing him hurt his sister, the brothers ask what they are even talking about. They tell the guards to throw the family of 3 outside, and the men who just received the business cards from Zykin discard them as soon as they learn that this idiot was not related to the Gu family. Now only Anna is left, and since the brothers know her, they decide to give her a punishment personally. The second and third brothers take her to a bathroom, where they shove her face into the sink while Ning and BC1 play rock, paper, scissors next to them, completely unbothered by the torture going on in another corner of the room. When they are done, Anna begs Yeting for forgiveness, but he says that he will only forgive her if she pays 2 million for the dress she ruined. However, Anna begins insulting Ning instead, saying that she is a divorced woman who was kicked out by her husband. She accuses her of stealing Yeting and says that soon he will find that she deserves being kicked out. Yeting is about to reveal the truth to her, but Ning stops him. She tells Anna that if she apologizes to her right now, she will forgive her and not even ask for the money for the dress. Anna realizes that apologizing to her without meaning it is better than being 2 million in debt. So she swallows her pride and apologizes to Ning, who simply ignores her and says that she is going to rest now. As everyone leaves, Anna throws a tantrum and swears to get revenge on Ning soon. Outside, Zykin and his family are sulking about the treatment they got at the party when Anna comes there. She spots them from a distance and immediately dries her hair before facing them. Once she reaches them, they eagerly run to her, asking if she talked to her brothers about them. Zykin asks why her brothers are so hostile towards their family, and Anna blames it all on Ning. She says that Ning has seduced her brother and said bad things about their family, so he believes her. They are all furious, but then Zykin's sister comes up with an idea that can expose Ning's real personality to Yeting. Soon as Ning is busy texting her brother, Anna and Zykin's sister sneak up to her. The sister is dressed as a waitress, and she takes a glass of juice for Ning. Ning doesn't even see her face and drinks the juice without realizing that it has been spiked. Just after one sip, she begins feeling dizzy and realizes that something was mixed in her juice. She gets up and struggles to keep her balance as she heads inside. She sends her brother a voice message that she was drugged and asks him to come save her. As Ning heads inside, Anna and Zykin's sister are happy that the first part of their plan is successful. Now they plan to take pictures of Ning in bed with other men when she is unconscious to prove to Yeting that she is not a woman worth trusting. Meanwhile, Ning somehow makes her way to the elevator and then to the floor where her room is, but a middle-aged pervert finds her there. Seeing her defenseless, he immediately pounces on her, but luckily Yeting arrives there just in time. He pushes the pervert away and hugs Ning. The pervert gets back up and attacks Yeting, who simply kicks him away and asks how dare he touch his sister. The man identifies Yeting and immediately apologizes for his actions. Yeting is really furious, and he tells the man to get lost before he kills him. He then lifts Ning in his arms and takes her to her room, but she grabs his hand and pins him to the wall. She begins making a move on him, and the flustered Yeting asks her if she doesn't remember that he is her brother. Ning tells him that it is not like they are related by blood, and the only reason her grandpa ever adopted Ting was so that he could marry her one day. She asks him if he will accept her even though she eloped with another man, but Ting doesn't want to cross the limit that they will both regret once Ning is back to normal. So he takes her to the bathroom and puts her in a bath filled with chilly water. She begins to lose her hangover immediately, and Ting thinks it is for the best. The next morning, Anna and Zikin's sister barge into Ning's room to click her picture with the pervert from yesterday, but they are shocked when they see Ting there and immediately hide their phones. They say that they came to the wrong room and try to escape, but Ting's guards are already blocking their way. He orders the guards to throw them out, and they follow the order exactly. While Anna curses the guards, Zikin's sister begins to wonder why Ting is treating Anna so harshly if she is his sister. She begins suspecting that something is wrong. Back in her room, Ning wakes up, and she is shocked to see Ting next to her. When she notices that her clothes are different from what she wore last night, she gets upset, thinking that he changed them. Ting tells her that she splashed around in the bathtub last night, and he got the hotel staff to change her clothes. Ning is a bit relieved on hearing this because she thought that Ting changed them. He playfully teases her about it, and she laughs as she pushes him away. Just then, the other brothers also come running there and check if Ning is fine. They then ask Ting if he knows who is trying to harm her, and he reveals that he checked the security footage and found that Anna is behind all this. The third brother says that they should fire Anna's mom and kick her out of the city along with her daughter, but Ting opposes this suggestion. He says that Anna's mom has served their family for a long time and looked after them ever since they were young, so they should show her some respect. The second brother says that maybe they should deal with Anna in their own way, and then Ting quickly covers Ning's ears as they begin discussing their plan. By the time Ning frees herself, they have already finished their discussion, and they tell Ning that they will surely get vengeance for her. The third brother finds Ting smiling at Ning, and he suddenly begins aping Jackie Chan, asking if Ting did anything to Ning after he rescued her from the bad guy. Ting stammers as he tries to give an answer, and the second brother also joins the fray, telling Ning that they will protect her from everyone, even if it is Ting. He finally scolds them for saying inappropriate things, and then Ning puts everyone's hands together and says that they will happily live as a family forever. This gives Ting some uneasy feelings as he realizes that despite her bold acts last night, Ning still thinks of him as a brother. Back in the Gu family house, Ting comes out dressed to leave for the office, and Ning immediately goes to him. She holds his hand and says that she wants to come with him too, but that reminds Ting of what almost happened between them last night. He doesn't want to bury the matter anymore, and tells Ning that she has known it since childhood that they are not real siblings. Their fathers were best friends, and they decided things for their kids early on. Before he can say anything else, Ning runs away, saying that she forgot something. She locks herself in a room, with her heart racing and her cheeks flushing red. Meanwhile, in the city, Anna, Zikin, and his sister are coming out of an expensive restaurant when suddenly some people come there and kidnap the two girls. Zikin panics, but then someone hits him from behind, knocking him out too. The next morning, they are sleeping together, and when Anna wakes up and finds her clothes changed, she begins screaming. Zikin's sister wakes up from that, and she begins screaming as well. Then Zikin wakes up, and he thinks that there is a screaming competition, so he joins them too. The girls ask him why the hell he is screaming, and he says that he felt like he needed to. Anna suddenly starts hitting him, calling him a wild animal who took advantage of her last night. Even his sister accuses him of doing the Sweet Home Alabama things with her, but Zikin tells them that they are wrong. He clearly remembers that they were both kidnapped, and he was knocked out last night, and all of them regained consciousness here. His sister asks him if he saw who it was, but he has no idea. Anna believes that this was Ting's work, but she can't let that be known. So she immediately blames Ning for this, and Zikin's sister believes her readily. She says they must do something about Ning, and Zikin gives the idea that they can try reaching out to the second and third brothers because Ning won't have seduced them. His sister likes the idea, and she says that a few days from now the third brother, who is also her celebrity crush, is going to hold a fan meeting. She asks Anna to get her the tickets to that event so that she can meet with him and expose Ning. Anna tells her that the tickets will be difficult to get because she knows that they are never sold publicly. However, when Zikin's sister asks her if she has such a low standing in her family that she can't even get some tickets, she says that she will easily get the tickets for her. Meanwhile, Ning is playing basketball with chocolate balls in her third brother's mouth, while the other two brothers are busy working. The second brother is keeping an eye on Zikin and the girls through a hidden camera. He alerts everyone that they are planning to go to the fan meeting of the third brother, Yi Xiao. Yi Xiao is eager to let them come and teach them a lesson. Just then, the old maid comes there to serve them water, and Ye Ting tells her that she is not needed here right now. She suddenly sits on her knees as she begs everyone to forgive her daughter. Ye Ting tries to get her up, but she begins crying and saying that she couldn't spend much time with her daughter, and that is why she turned like this. She asks Ye Ting and others to be bigger people and forgive Anna. Ye Ting asks her to get up first, but she is adamant. And then Ning tells her that instead of begging to them, she should try to persuade Anna instead. The maid cries, saying that she tried to tell her daughter to give up, but she did not listen. Ye Ting then tells her that Anna is no longer a child, and she will need to face the consequence of her actions. He says that they have not reported her to the police for impersonating their sister out of consideration for the maid, but she won't get anything else. Later that day, Anna comes to the house and carefreely sits on the sofa and starts eating fruits. Her mother comes to talk to her, but Anna says that she has no time for her nonsense. Instead, she is here to ask for the tickets for Yi Xiao's fan meeting. Her mother says that she can't get the tickets because she is just a servant, and Anna accuses her of not being willing to help her. Her mom asks her to leave Zykan because he is not a good man, but Anna says that she is just jealous because she's marrying into a family that is going to be rich. Her mother is hurt and asks how she can say this to her. Anna pushes her away, saying that she doesn't care about her at all. The maid hits her head on the table and starts bleeding. Anna freaks out and tries saying that she didn't do anything, and just then, Ning also comes to the room. She pushes Anna to the side and goes to the maid, who is bleeding a lot. Ning asks her how she can do this to her biological mother, and Anna keeps up the act, saying that she is not her mother but just a servant of the family. Ning ignores her and takes the maid to the hospital immediately, but drops the envelope she was carrying in a hurry. Anna finds the envelope, and inside it, there are coupons for the fan event of Yi Xiao. Anna is happy to get them and thinks that God is helping her. She quickly pockets the tickets before anyone can see her and leaves the house. Soon, the day of the fan meeting comes, and Ning enters the hall before the fans can get a chance. Anna is also there, and she is shocked to see Ning here. Zichen's sister drags her brother and Anna inside because she is really excited. Inside, Yi Xiao performs a song for his fans, but Anna is busy searching for Ning. After the song, Yi Xiao announces that there will be a masked dance party next, and everyone gets a mask to wear. He tells everyone that he will choose a lucky fan to dance with him, and all the girls get really excited. He goes straight to Ning and they dance on the stage, making Zyken's sister jealous even though she doesn't know it is Ning. Later, Anna and her group go backstage to find Yi Xiao's room where Ning is spoiling him after the performance. Zichen's sister excitedly waves to Yi Xiao, but as she finds Ning massaging his legs, she is shocked. She pulls Ning away, accusing her of seducing the younger Gu brother, because she was not satisfied with just Ye Ting. Yi Xiao asks who the hell she is, and she begins acting clingy, telling him that she is his biggest fan who has purchased all his albums and seen all his songs. He tells her to get away, because being a fan doesn't give her the excuse for entering his room without permission and hitting his people. The girl begins cursing Ning, saying that she seduces men as her time pass, and says that Anna can testify for that. Meanwhile, Anna was hiding behind the wall because she didn't want to run into Yi Xiao after what happened at the party. Ning and her brother laugh as they see Anna, and then Zichen's sister drags her in front of them. Anna decides to go with the flow and tells Yi Xiao to not trust Ning because she seduces rich men for their wealth. Zichen adds that she was married to him, but when he found out about her habits, he immediately divorced her. Ning hugs Yi Xiao as she tells him that she wants the property of the Gu family, and he playfully tells her that she can have it all. This shocks their unwanted guests, and then Yi Xiao tells them to get lost before he calls security. Anna doesn't want to be pushed out again and her secret exposed, so she convinces Zichen and his sister to leave for now because Yi Xiao has been manipulated by Ning as well. As they leave, Ning and Yi Xiao begin laughing, but Zichen's sister has clicked a picture of them hugging, and she plans to use it to defame Ning. Outside, she begins suspecting Anna and asks why she has to run if she is Yi Xiao's sister. Anna tells her not to suspect her because she got her the tickets for the show that are not even available on the market. Just then, Ning also comes there and says that Anna stole the tickets from her. She says that she was going to give those tickets to her friend, and Anna stole them when she was not paying attention. Anna tells her to stop lying, and Zychen says that they are not going to believe a woman like her who is just trying to get them to fight among each other. Anna says that she will get confirmation from Yi Xiao that she got the tickets from him and drags Ning away. Once they are alone, Ning asks her if she is finally feeling guilty for pretending to be the Gu family's daughter when she is just the daughter of a maid. Anna says that the woman is not her mother, but Ning mocks her for shamelessly sidelining her mother for the sake of her pitiful self-esteem. Anna asks her how she dares to lecture her when she is seducing men to get money and power, but Ning tells her that she is not a gold digger like her. This enrages Anna, and she grabs Ning's throat, asking how she can become successful but not her. Just then, Yi Xiao comes there to rescue Ning and pushes Anna away. He begins strangling her instead, but Ning stops him, saying that it will be a disaster if his friends see him doing this. Yi Xiao stops for Ning's sake, but warns Anna that if she tries to harm her the next time, he won't forgive her. They leave, but Anna curses Ning, who has got the Gu brothers on her side. Outside, Zikin's sister shows the picture she clicked to other fans, telling them that a wretched woman has seduced their idol. She tells them that Ning was her sister-in-law who only knew how to sell stinky tofu, but when she was divorced, she showed her true colors and began targeting the rich Gu family. She tells them that if this news reaches the media, Yi Xiao's reputation will be finished. The fans can't let that happen, and they decide to find Ning and teach her a lesson so that she doesn't meddle in Yi Xiao's life anymore. Just then, Anna also comes there to add fuel to the fire, and says that she saw Yi Xiao and Ning go to his room just now. The girls march to Yi Xiao's room, and Anna and Zichen's sister are happy that their plan worked. Inside, Yi Xiao is checking on Ning when suddenly, the fangirls storm his room. They attack Ning and try to separate Yi Xiao from her, but he pushes them aside and rescues her. When he says that Ning is his sister, all the girls are left speechless. Ning has been injured by their attack, and Yi Xiao is so furious that he immediately calls the security and tells them to hand these girls over to the police. The girls apologize as they are dragged out, explaining that someone set them up, but Yi Xiao doesn't listen to them. He lifts Ning in his arms and takes her back home, where Yeting also comes to check her condition. Yi Xiao asks Yeting to take care of Ning for him, because he has still something to do at the fan meeting. Yeting begins to apply medicine to her wound, but Ning begins to feel odd since he is so close. She tells him that she will do it herself, but he doesn't allow her and keeps tending to her injuries. He then holds her face and comes closer to see any other injuries, but Ning's heart begins pounding rapidly, and she thinks this is a chance to get closer with him. She tries to kiss him, but Yeting startles her by asking what she is doing. Ning tries to cover up, and then Yeting is about to tell her something when suddenly the second brother comes to the room after hearing about the attack on Ning. Back in his office, Yi Xiao meets up with the girls who stormed his room earlier, and they tell them that they were instigated into attacking his sister by another girl. Yi Xiao spins a story about Zichen's sister being a crazy fan who wants to marry her, and when he refused her proposal, she retaliated in this way. The girls get angry to hear this and decide to teach a lesson to her later. He then comforts the girls, saying that he won't blame them because they are also victims in this. The security personnel escort the girls out, and they meet Ziken's sister, who is still trying to instigate others. However, the girls drag her to an empty parking lot and thrash her for lying to them. She is admitted to the hospital because of that, and as her family takes care of her, Anna can't stop her laugh. The girl curses her, saying that this is all because of her. She says that Anna is not connected at all to the Gu family. Otherwise, they wouldn't be insulted like this. Anna gets angry and asks her how she can suspect her even after she has helped them so many times. She asks Ziken to explain things clearly to his sister, and he says that his sister isn't calling her a liar, but the truth is that the Gu family doesn't treat her like their own. Just then, Anna gets a call from her mom, and she uses this chance to show off in front of Ziken, saying that the servants of the Gu family still call her. She goes outside to receive the call, and her mom asks her to give a ride to the hospital because she needs to get her head checked for the injury. Anna tells her to walk to the hospital herself because she doesn't want anything to do with her. However, when her mother pleads, Anna sees an opportunity and decides to use this as a chance to steal the key to the Gu family estate and show it to Ziken's family later to prove that she is not lying. On the other hand, Ning also plans to see the estate today for some business purpose, and her brothers tell her that the key is with their head maid. Ning calls out to the maid, but she is not there, so she decides to think about things once she gets to the estate. However, Anna has already taken the greedy family to the lavish estate, and they are really flattered by the amount of money that must have been spent to build it. The servants of the estate think that Anna is the daughter of the Gu family they were notified about, but even though they don't think that she looks high-born, they decide to keep their mouths shut and do their jobs. Soon, a butler comes there to welcome her and says that lunch has been prepared for her guests. Anna doesn't know how this happened, but she gladly takes the opportunity to flaunt her wealth some more. As they are having an expensive lunch, a servant comes running to inform the butler that another woman claiming to be the Gu family's daughter is here, and soon Ning arrives there. Anna and others are shocked to see her, and they accuse Ning of coming here to cause trouble for them on purpose. Ning says that she came here to see her estate, which was her gift for turning 18, but Anna says that she is stealing her backstory. Ning pulls her out of her seat and sits on it herself, saying that she should not act like a member of the Gu family when she is just the daughter of the maid. Anna is not willing to accept the truth, so she pulls out the key she stole from her mom to tell everyone that she is the real owner of this estate. Ning decides to call her brother to verify things, but Anna smashes her phone before she can do that. Ning asks the butler to make a phone call on her behalf, and he agrees. But then Anna threatens him that he will face the consequences for helping an imposter. Zekin and his family begin talking about how Ning is here just to cause trouble for them because they kicked her out of the family, and the confused butler believes them. He asks Ning to leave or he will call the police, and she tells him to do as he pleases because the police will find out the real daughter of the Gu family. Anna doesn't want the matter to go to the police, so she pretends to be angry and tells Zekin that they should leave. Ning tells her to leave the key and apologize before going. Anna is in a dilemma now, but then one of the brothers calls the butler to inform him that his sister is coming here today. Anna immediately runs away, and the greedy family follows her. The butler is about to tell him about the problem, but Ning takes the phone from him and tells him about Anna being here. Her brother promises to deal with her later, and then the butler apologizes to Ning for failing to identify her. She says it is okay, and then asks if he knows what to do if Anna comes here again. He says that he will buy some hunting dogs, and the next time he sees anyone from Anna's group here, he will release the dog on them. Ning tells him it is an insult to dogs to bite those people and tells the butler to drive them away as she leaves the estate. That's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this.